And secondly, I'm going to go in with the NYX HD Studio primer base. I'm just going to put a bit of that on over my entire face. For foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hours, and this is in the shade 125. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to say, but yeah, I'm really excited for my trip. I think it's about, well, I leave on the 27th, I think, so it's about 3 weeks left, and I'm not quite sure how I should feel about this whole thing yet. Super emotional, but super excited. Like, it's something I've wanted to do for, I think, about 4 years now, so it's like, this is like where dreams start becoming realities. And I think the thing that concerns me most is the fact that I have to choose what makeup I'm taking with. Now that's difficult. So if you guys have any like favorites that you think I should be taking, you're more than welcome to comment on this video and say what it is you think I should be taking, or something that I might not be thinking about, like things I get here but I won't be able to get there. Obviously I'll be able to get anything there, but yeah, just like South African products that I won't be able to get there. Because the foundation is slightly too dark for me, I'm going to be using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in shade 10. So I'm just going to use it. I used to be like completely addicted to MAC Pro Longwear. Still love it, but for every day I like using the Catrice one. I know this is way more than you need. You like literally need a few dots, but hey, yeah, come on, yeah. So I'm just going to dot that on all the areas where I would like to almost do a bit of a highlight and make the foundation slightly lighter. I'm just going to pat that in. Help lighten the areas, and then I can just go into the powder contour. I'm not fond of cream contours. I find, well, for me personally, I like the powder look a bit more. Even though I like glowy skin, that's why I don't use a lot of powders. I rarely set my makeup with the powder. The only time I really use the powder is when I'm out and I feel like I'm getting a bit shiny, then I would actually just do a powder touch up. This is the MAC, I think 139. This is my favorite foundation brush. It's so small and tiny, it like fits into all the creases and corners of the face perfectly. This is literally my favorite foundation brush. This is something I would recommend you have 3 or 4 of. One is not enough. No, never be enough. So I like doing my contour and highlight first. I'm going to be using the Switch Beauty G31 contour brush. It looks like this. It's amazing. It like just fits into your cheekbones. And I'm using the MAC Baby Don't Go blush. This is my favorite shade to use as a contour because it's got a really it's almost got like a cool undertone, which I feel really works for me. Slightly darker. Then I go in with my matte bronzer from MAC. I just go over that and I go slightly up the temples. It's just to like give the face some extra warmth. And then this is the shade that I use to go around my forehead and slightly down the sides of my nose, just to warm it up a bit, and then definitely around my chin and down my neck. I did my brows off camera, I didn't really have a technique for brows, and I prepped my eye with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. It's got more of a pinkish undertone. Don't know why I chose that one. I didn't know of soft ochre at that time. I use the same brush for highlighting that I used for contour. I flip it on the side, so down the nose a bit, on the forehead, like it's almost like above the brow, and then obviously on the cheeks. I find that this brush makes it a lot easier to do highlight and contour just because you can like flip it around. I think it's less than 190 Rand from Switch Beauty. Yeah, for the eyes, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I might use, this is a blush from Inglot. I think I might use that shade. I'm not quite sure yet. But I am first gonna start with my matte bronze, the one I used on my cheeks, and I'm just gonna use that in the crease to start building it. So you just really want to use like almost windshield motions to go back and forth. This is going to be our transition shade, so it's going to make it easier for other colors, like brighter colors, especially that dark red. It's going to make it easier to blend it out, and so that you just don't have like a red rim around your eyes. It's going to be, I've never used red, so we'll see how that ends. And I'm just going to use it like slightly underneath the eye as well. I like under eye bag makeup. So you can just keep building that crease. Might go in with Harmony as well. It's like the shade I used after Baby Don't Go. Just to make the crease a bit deeper as well. Gonna go in with a pencil brush. I think I actually might add an orangey shade. I think I might use that orangey shade a bit just to warm it up a bit more before I start using the reds. Orange shades are like my favorite. I feel that orange and purple, I feel like the orange really makes my eyes pop because we've got like a semi-mix when it comes to eye color. Something like that, and just run the product that's still on the brush underneath the eye. And then I'm going to use my MAC 219, it's like a small pencil brush. A bit dirty. Here, I'm just going to use that in that deep color that I showed you. I'm going to start on the outside of the eye. I'm just going to work it inwards. It's actually a really nice color. I'm going to go on both sides. You don't really have to worry about being so precise or neat at the moment. You're just packing on some color first. And then you can go in with a fluffy brush and just fluff it into the crease. The crease. The crease. It looks more like a plummy color now. Make sure you blend that really well with the orange and the brown that you have in the crease. And I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush. I'm going to go to the inside corner of the eye. Almost going to do like a halo. Don't want to go too far into the inside corner of the eye. And just bridge that and blend it. I'm going to go in with the actual like deeper red. I think I might use the top one, a mixture from the top and the middle one. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to make it slightly darker. Go in and blend it again. The brush along the bottom of my eye as well without adding new product. I'm gonna go back in with my pencil brush, but I'm gonna almost like work against my lash line at the bottom of my eye. Make it slightly darker. Give it more of a grungy look. I don't want it to be, okay, I said pigment, glitter, shiny. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be just a regular lighter shade. I usually skip the part where I do my liner, but I thought I might as well show you this time. I'm going to be using Deep Dark Brunette. It's the color I use for my brows. I feel that it's a shade I like a bit more. I like black liner, but I like this one a bit more. So I'm just doing the line at the top. And I flick it out sideways. I usually do the flick first on both sides just to see that they are even. And then I connect the top. So I'm just gonna go back in with that. I'm just gonna go back in with that deep red color and start darkening the crease at the outside. It makes more sense to do it before you put on lashes because it makes it a bit difficult. But I just want to feel like I want to build onto that area. I'm just gonna go in with my matte lipstick in Viva Glam 2. I don't think I'm gonna use a liner. I'm just gonna apply it like. This is literally my favorite lipstick. It's got like a pinkish undertone to it, but it's also a pinkish brown color. But it goes like perfectly with absolutely every line I have. Oh, and my favorite lip liner is absolutely it. So it's got more of a purplish undertone. So that is it for the finished look for today. If there's anything you would like to know or product that I did not mention, please ask me and I'll get back to you down below in the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And yeah, let me know if you like the kind of thing that I did today where I actually talk to you while I'm doing the makeup and so on. I think it helps a bit more. Yeah, and God bless and I hope you guys have a lovely day further.